Welcome to the extended of the new moon in Libra solar eclipse read. I have already pulled out the cards here from the previous reading. And the main energy is the Four of Swords. That's where the sun and the moon were for the, or are going to be for the solar eclipse. And then we have the Shah of Coins on the right, because in the earlier read we had so many coins or pentacles cards. I think we had 4, 7, 8, 9 of coins or of pentacles. So in other words, highlighting the Shah of Coins energy. And then we also had several different stars in the Five of Cups coming and going in that energy as well. So that's why I've got these three cards out here, and then I've got the moon mansions. So the new moon in Libra on the 14th of October will station in Az-Zubini, or Al-Zubana, which is the lunar mansion 16, and it means the claws. On the card, what does it say? It says, don't know if you can see that, if I was to put that about there-ish, don't know. Will it focus? Maybe not. Let me read it for you. Az-Zubin is balance and wealth, which goes hand in hand with Libra. Witness your desires blossom and expand when you simply ask for what your soul demands. From Christopher Warnock, strong affinity to building wealth, very good for business, but inauspicious for love. What's love doing here? I don't know. True love in its spiritual sense is devoid of the material. Okay, the pleasure of wealth could be coming from a raise or a new job, but in pursuing the material rewards, blinds us from the values we hold dear with another. The Libra position provides that theme of balance of the scales, reminds us to exercise moderation and maintain balance even in the midst of abundance. So at 21 degrees, the new moon is conjunct Foramen, the deep fixed star, which means the keel of the ship. It's associated with evolutionary matters from the entire system, cycle of the soul, subtle currents, knowledge about navigation upon those currents, and steering our evolutionary direction. Anyone born with Foramen conjunct in any one of their stars may be of an intuitive nature, tactful and sympathetic and agreeable. A strong desire to succeed and certain dignity that attracts them to others. They tend not to be loners, not like me, nor are they gregarious, but are socially conscious. Negatively, these natives tend to procrastinate, rather easily influenced, tend to learn lessons the hard way through experience, but once they have learned, they do not repeat the same mistakes a second time. For Ibn Arabi, the station is for Ibn Arabi, the moon stations in Al-Musi. He refers to this as the enumerator, the sixth heaven, the sphere of Mercury, and linked to Prophet Jesus. The letter, the Arabic letter that he believes is associated as well, is the letter Ain. And you can find Al-Musi, Al-Musinin, in several surahs, so read them to get this started on positive this night. Before we start the All Signs read, I want you all to make sure you watch the movie on Netflix if you can access it, called Nowhere. It's just been released and is a big hit for now, because Foramen being the keel of a ship is all about steadying our ship to get the balance right, so that the ship flows steadily in a straight line. And because I just watched this movie, it is obviously synchronized with the energy of the stars and therefore must be talked about. Now, with all the signs, I want you to imagine you have a ship each, and there's something wrong. Each one of us will have to do something different to steady it and realign the vessel. So for Aries, this is stationing in 7th house of relationships. There is a lot of confusing energy about relationships with an ex, relationship with money, relationship with yourself and your boundaries. The new moon wants you to start something. The way I see it, it is mental, the Four of Thoughts or the Four of Swords. I'm going to call it the Four of Thoughts because it means more to me. So the thoughts are to be put down, laid to rest. You and I need to de-stress and focus on our financial investments. If anything is moving, it's going to be our money, from one bank to another, one savings account to another, a better one, and some diversification. Maybe Bitcoin, because we're in the house of air, Libra. Pluto direct as well has some effect. Energy of marriage is on the cards, proposals from past people, their karma. Our money is good, but our relationship values will be tested, and something is hidden regarding it. There may be proposals which are secretly more focused on our abundance, as opposed to genuinely heartfelt love, and it is our job to differentiate the two. The deep fixed star Foramen is asking us not to repeat the same mistake we could have made with the certain person or group of people before. Let go of control, because we can't control what is hidden. For Taurus, it's stationing in our 6th or your 6th house of health. The confusing energy is about your daily routines, medication, what time to wake up, go to sleep, in between how much time to spend at work versus at home, on the computer, maybe yoga, exercise. How you split up your time weekly and monthly, and you're not just going to do this randomly. Something happens in your life that makes you question where balance is needed. Addictions too, of any kind. Pull back on it and let the ship sail, otherwise it sinks. The new moon is asking you to start a new routine, whilst also hiding some information about health. The 6th house is Virgo, and Venus is transitioning, so your values, your material luxuries are highlighted. Foramen says, where you have become excessive, possibly food, is there diabetes around the corner? Cut back on sweets and indulgence so that your bodily organs and sleep routines can get back on track. I say sleep because of the 4 of thoughts. She's resting on the bed. She's also, Gemini is the 5th house. It's the 5th house of pleasure. So Geminians, you get to have a little fun with this house. A hobby is starting up, either again or a new one, or just something that takes your interest with judicial themes and politics, and watching series on YouTube and Netflix, things that you can discuss with others. So you could be binge watching. Tell me in the comments if you find anything interesting. The moon is concealing some information that you could come across within these shows or whatever tasks you do. The stars aren't stationing or conjuncting in Gemini this cycle, so you're pretty spared from the Foramen energy. I don't think you have any important lessons to learn. Your ship is already balanced, and if anything, just being your Gemini self and communicating with others, dipping your hands into 2 things at once and being playful could be what you get to enjoy. The 4 of thoughts allows you to rest and be your genuine self. There may be some mercurial influence in your life because Mercury is a lord of Gemini, so some dramatic communication between the 19th and the 22nd of October. If there is then Foramen will allow you to negotiate through this with ease. Not so bad being Gemini this month. Cancer, ruled by the moon and also my rising, as well as with the moon right there. So 4th house, family. This is our home, a new development within the family, changing our circumstances. But again, the 4 of thoughts is telling me there is a letting go of some pressure from family members. You and I are protecting our mind and our money from being connected to some person or people in our family whom we have outgrown. We could be questioning who it is that deserves to be part of our family, letting one go and allowing another, or initiating the search for the right tribe. Again, a balance has to be made with Foramen, because this isn't something that you can navigate by yourself. Let go of control and allow the ship to go where it needs. There is the midheaven conjunct on the 19th, where we could be informing the world of our life purpose until now, looking after family for me, and staying single until my duties are complete. That's a huge sacrifice that a lot of people don't make and can't make. Once that is done, the ship sails and our family dynamic changes. Just be careful not to dwell on that loss energy. The 5 of Cups has to be spilled for you to be tested. We are going to go from new moon in Libra to full moon conjunct Jupiter. Enhancements are coming. Leo, it's the 3rd house of communication. So are you receiving a letter or an email which puts you into a little bit of stress? You're up in your thoughts, and how you can communicate will have an impact on the 19th. The sun is Leo energy, and Mercury communication travel, gossip. There is something you receive that triggers you into responding. The new moon keeps this letter or email or text message hidden until after the new moon, and possibly reveals itself close to the full moon where the drama plays out. Are you dealing with the Martian Five of Cups? Deep sense of loss? Or are you arguing about something that has been hidden for a long time and Foramen makes you feel as though you were taken advantage of, or your good nature was taken advantage of? This 2-week cycle is keeping you up in your head and asking you to stand up for yourself, which isn't exactly hard for a lion. The stars don't want to reveal too much. We have to look around at other placements to see what's going on, so you're going to have faith. Use Uranus, the Seven of Coins, or even the Shah of Coins, to guide your ship more based off of intuition than reason. Virgo, stationing in your second house of possessions. Are you experiencing a loss of material possessions? I dare say the loss of a job or a house, or just some smaller things that you really cared about. Are you trying to hide something that you have lost from someone else so that it doesn't affect your reputation? What's interesting is Venus has moved into Virgo and transitions from the 8 of Coins to the 9 of Coins, from diligent work to success. So something is lost and you have been working to overcome this. And the key to the success of the 9 of Coins is how you deal with Foramen. Foramen is pointing at being sacrificial in order to regain balance. Are you having a tough time making a sacrifice of prior qualities that you have had that no longer serve you for the greater good? Saturn opposing your Virgo house is karma hitting your core, good or bad. Each Virgo is different. Maybe these possessions were weighing your ship down, so toss them into the sea and trust the universe to fill your cups again. Libra, now the first house of self. This hits Libra big time. That 4 of thoughts is time to let go of what we think of ourselves and how we come across to others. The I don't give a whatever is of what people think. The 19th is again big energy for Libras because the Sun and Mercury are there and the story is of great expression of the self. Maybe cutting some people off and allowing Foramen to do just what it needs to do. So although the first house is highlighted, and normally that would be pretty life-changing energy, you will make adjustments to your look, attitude and mind at the end of the day. You are a Libra, so going with the flow is your forte. If you're dealing with a karmic relationship, you're saying, right, I'm done, off ski. I haven't said that word in a long time, ever since I left Glasgow. Scorpio, the 12th house of the unconscious and the past. Scorpio, you have to let go of what troubles your mind. Deep stuff from the past, whether a relationship or anything else. Secrets and traumas, lay them to rest. Mars is in Scorpio with the 5 of Cups. You don't want to wallow in this energy, in that energy, where you watch your life force drain away. The new moon, there is something about this new moon which brings about the healing of trauma. Foramen will make you confront this painful experience and see it differently. The 12th house is also magic, evil eye, stuff that brings down your willpower. The energy is heavier on the 22nd, so try to be charitable with the 6 of Coins. That is the best way to bounce back from low energy and loss. You have to empty the cups and go silent for God to enter. I don't mean give all your money away to charity, but just a little of what you can afford and empty your mind. Find a place where there is no noise. This time is deeply spiritual for you, and you could find yourself praying more than ever. Ask for the ship to be balanced. Pray for the ship to be balanced. This is the card you want to focus on, the 6 of Coins. If you go back to my first video, the astrology of the new moon in Libra, I explained the 6 of Coins in more detail there. Sagittarius, the 11th house of friendships. You normally have a great social circle, but now that you find the time to, well, you find that you need to spend less of your time hanging out with the crew. You seem to be taking a break from the house of friendships for now. Maybe you have a large social circle and you're ignoring all the messages that are blowing up on your phone right now. Did you lose a friend over some disagreement recently? Was money involved? The new moon will make you reflect on these people around you, and Foramen could be bringing a grudge to an end. This could be good for the friendship as it is renewed, or it could be the last straw. You have to decide on this one. As long as you can trust a person or people, then keep them on board. If you have any doubt, you will stay in the Five of Cups energy. Make sure that people are refilling your cups, not just drinking from them. Capricorn is the 10th house of career. Why do you have to take a time out from your career? Because the Four of Thoughts is in your career section. Are you on holiday or something? I hope it isn't losing something to do with your career, unless you are thinking of making a sacrifice to focus on other things in your life, and maybe that's what it is, because Foramen is achieving that balance we have been talking about all along. The 10th house is Capricornian too. This is structures and tradition. Parampara, in my language. Funny how I recently just watched that on YouTube. But that film is absolutely brilliant. By the way, watch it. I think it's subtitled. It's about a really stubborn grandfather who loses his son to traditions that his son was against. So the son sacrifices. I'm just giving the plot away now. No, go watch it to learn what you need to about this energy. Foramen is going to help you make a sacrifice, basically, that will change a structure, a tradition that you held on to deeply in your business or whatever role you have. This could be you giving money to settle or negotiate a dispute as well. Aquarius, the 9th house of philosophy. For me, opinions. I like to call it the house of opinions. I've been asking questions throughout. Now you're asking questions. What are you asking? Tell me in the comments. I think of this house as the house of opinions. And so your opinions are weighing your mind too much. As an Aquarian, you have strong mental abilities and freedom of thought. The new moon is freeing you of so many thoughts of what is right and wrong. Your morals are being tested. Your belief system gives meaning to your life and makes you more spiritual. But what is it about these beliefs that you have to let go of? What experience are you having now that changes your belief? The higher perspective is going to be apparent here, because people in your community might be behaving in such ways that provide you examples of where the community has been misguided for so long. Foramen will cause a sacrifice of a belief, of even a cultural norm that can make you more accepting and more philosophical vision of life that you didn't have before. You might be able to sell an idea. Oh, another movie I saw 1 year ago on Netflix, The Dream Seller. You have to believe in what you sell, and then you become really enthusiastic. So right now, the 5 of Cups, you're not enthusiastic. You're not enthusiastic. But that time will come. The enthusiasm will be there. You just have to believe in it. So as the moon transits, have a reset and expand your mind. Watch the movie, by the way. Phenomenal. Pisces, the 8th house of transformation and shared resources. Okay, finally Pisces, I already picked on you guys in the astrology, so forgive me, but it's time to pick on you some more. Let's go back to the chart. So, Saturn is conjunct your rising. Venus is in the 7th house of relationships, with Juno and Lilith. Deeply transforming a marriage by revealing secrets about your partner. We are in the house of shared resources, something ending with a partner or partners or financial resources which are shared and linked to partnerships. So how does the 4 of Thoughts affect you? Both the sun and the moon are taking these themes, which is the 4 of Swords, that's where it starts off, or 4 of Thoughts, and putting them to rest. A long drawn out issue with others could be ending, allowing you to rest. But as you do, the 5 of Cups is there, in Pisces. Neptune, where it likes to be, as the ruler, but the emotions are negative. Your dreams are just illusions. On the 26th, Foramen will influence you to notice what isn't in alignment with you. What this illusion is, and Saturn being there in Pisces too, will ground your illusion so that you see reality for what it is, possibly with some form of paperwork that is finalized. If it's a brick wall, it's a brick wall, not a few cones. If it's a sea, then it's a small wave, not a tsunami. Okay, do you get it? It can go either way.